finally time for me to take these passion twists down. I've had these since October, so it's been roughly 2 months. And they have run their course a little bit before that. And then we're going to deep condition all of this hair. We're literally, Christmas is next week. We got to get some form of maintenance done. So it has to start with my hair. While I am doing my takedown, there's still some people going to be some last minute shoppers. And so I want to help y'all out, especially in terms of hygiene shopping. Some great tips might be some use to you all. Because there's some people that don't know when's the best time to shop. There's some people that do. This is for both parties. Because what I don't want to do is assume that everyone knows when to shop, whether it's hygiene shopping or some other type of shopping for something else. So as you can see, for those that know and I have seen, I've been out to these stores. In addition to the vlog, this is the treat. So one of the best times to shop is during the holidays, after Christmas, New Year's, and then just before a current season ends. So let me explain that. I'm going to use this season to go over everything. So the next best time to do your shopping, gift shopping of any kind, is a season like now. Currently, we're in the winter season, and so what will happen is upon the close of a season like winter, a little bit going into this upcoming March, that's when they start having sales to sell off the current season inventory, because then we're going from winter into spring. That's our next season. And if you've ever heard this, and if you've ever heard it, or in case you have not heard it, if you want to get a great coat, you don't wait until the season to buy where you need a coat like now to buy it. Same thing goes for hygiene and personal care sets. So while I was in Target, I saw a lot. When I tell you I saw a whole lot of gift sets. There were gift sets focused on lip care primarily. There were gift sets primarily on for your feet, and it gave you a whole entire set in, was it Burlington or TJ Maxx? TJ Maxx. Um, TJ Maxx, they had a set, and I showed you guys in the vlog. In case you haven't seen it, that's up on the channel. You could take a look after this. I also saw one of the first things when I walked in that section. It was a holiday pedicure kit. So it had the nail clipper, so you could get that going. Whether your feet looks great or it needs some work and some extra TLC, I ain't here to judge. they I've never seen it like this before, in which people have they have specifically niched the gift sets for a particular function. So if you know your feet needs that extra bit of love and tender loving care, TLC, they have a gift set primarily for that. So you can imagine if a person wants to do head to toe, that there might be several gift sets for that. This is the best time for you to see these, because normally they're marked down. The second best time is directly after Christmas. Christmas next week. um, I love that. I love that. I love seeing gift sets that are specifically tailored to your your specific body need, and I'm talking about personal care gift sets. The one I saw in Target for the lips, I'm just like, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. Like, you have no excuse to walk around here with chapped lips. They got a whole gift set at Target. Now, I've not been to Walmart just yet. I love going in there because what they let me know. Let me know how y'all feel, because I feel like they do it on purpose. Walmart, in years past, before I started really visiting all the other stores on a regular basis, Walmart, as soon as you walk into that entrance, whether it's the pharmacy entrance or the grocery entrance, you're going to see those gift sets on display, like directly behind where they have the registers. They looking at you, all this red and green and gold and silver and glitter and glitz. Those are all, they also have specified gift sets towards a particular function. I saw hand creams in Burlington. Walmart, I have seen things like bathrobes, a whole spa set. They know self-care is the thing that's been in since 2020. Really kind of like took itself up to be like really, really popular. And it's not just smelling good and looking good, feeling good about yourself, but self-care is also a mindset. It's a mindset. You could take and do an experiment with a person that they're implementing self-care, and their relationships and interactions with people are much more different, and I can guarantee you they have some level of respect and boundaries in those, versus the ones that don't implement it as much. Maybe they're worn out, or maybe they need to learn to say no. That take practice. You talking to a person that I had to learn that. Now no is like music to my ears. But really great things. Price wise, on the ground floor with hygiene shopping and personal care and everything and self-care shopping for you, not just for your essentials, because this is gifting season. Um, Set a budget first. You definitely want to do that. Set a budget first. So maybe it's $50 for each person. Maybe it's $50 period. Again, no judgment here, because I've been on the ground floor and grew up that way, where you had to learn to, make a dollar holla bars. Okay. And now it has helped me to get to the point where I am now. I still like saving a coin. I just like I've always liked very nice things of quality. Always. Um yeah. Set a budget. So whether it's $50, $100, $500, whether it's a graduated total, like I'm going to set this big lump sum and get everybody a gift. You can do it that way. Then next thing to do, either learn or keep yourself up to date as to what everyone likes. I'm going to ignore that call there because we live. Um, Either learn what the person likes, or either get a graduated, get a ongoing thing where you begin to learn what a person likes, favorite color, favorite fruits, what they like to smell like. Pay attention to what they gravitate towards the most, that is special to them, that they hold with sentimental value. You want to look for things like that and put a name. I'm seeing it now in a notebook. Set your budget at the top. Each person's name, give it about 5 to 7 rows of notebook paper. I'm talking about college ruled, so you can really like get the most value writing on that paper. Each person has a section. Write what they like. And then if they have a particular brand they like, oh, that's even better, because that narrows down everything for you. Now, the brand part, you have to be able to match the brand to your budget. That's a little bit more challenging, because if they like, for example, Luxaton, I don't know why that's coming to me. If they like Christian Dior, then you're gonna have to be creative. Um, you can get gift baskets, because gift wrapping is important. If you don't want to put in a gift basket, or this person doesn't like gift boxes, maybe a basket, or vice versa, you could do that. Dollar Tree has plenty of or Dollar General or Family Dollar. All three, choose from one. They got different price level ranges. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and I feel like Dollar General is the highest on the list. If I wanted to rate them, that's how it would go. So you get in there and you figure out what you're going to put the gift in. I think you should do that first. Packaging is important, unless it's a gift set that already comes in a box pre-packaged. So I see a lot of brands when I was in the stores recently that they do that, and I'm like, they're really being proactive in doing the work for you. You know what I mean? So once you got that figured out, brands. So the most affordable brands when it comes to body care and self care, which on my drugstore, this is drugstore level. You're going to see Dove. Now, most people say Dove is expensive. Depends. Depends on a couple factors. One, is it continued? Is it continued to be in the stores, or is it discontinued? If it is regularly in the stores, that's the word I was searching for. If it's regularly in the stores, it's relatively going to be affordable, unless you're really buying at a high-end place like the mall, which you rarely see it in those specialized stores. Is it discontinued? If it's discontinued, that means it's going to cost more, be hard to find. You're going to have to go online. 9 times out of 10, at a time like this where you're cutting it close and it's the 18th of December, um, those in the United States. If you're not, that's a different conversation. Um, Cutting it close, the shipping time might be kind of longer than usual. Then you have to decide whether or not you want to still buy it and give them gift later, and then you have to buy them something else in order to kind of compensate for buying it anyway with the longer time. And that's your decision. So I'm just kind of giving you all your options there. Another affordable brand, and is on a very, I mean, they're connoisseurs in my opinion. Caress has always been affordable. Always has been affordable. I've been using Caress for well over 10 years now, since 2013. Long time. And they just keep getting better with time. Now, I don't like that they changed the names of the soaps and the scents that they have, but they've been relatively affordable. If it's still regularly in stores, it's affordable. Same thing with Dove, because they have Caress also has discontinued scents. They cost more. I still want them, but I know it's gonna require a bit more coin, and so that's something you can't immediately take advantage of if you know what your budgeting and spending look like. If you know, okay, I can only afford what they currently have in stores for this person, whoever you're gifting this to, you might have to wait on it or settle for waiting the extra extended shipping time. So just be mindful of that. Another affordable brand, Dial. I can't speak much on that because I've not tried any Dial soaps and or body washes in, oof, I don't think I ever have. Maybe a bar soap in my whole lifetime. And my rule here on this channel is if I've never tried it or have yet to try it, I can't recommend it to you. At least not yet. So Dial's pretty affordable. You got to use your judgment on that. Dove and Caress I can attest to. Then there is Dollar Tree tends to have some, and Dollar General and all three, Family Dollar, have those affordable brands. Then the more upscale, that's the next level. Philosophy's pretty expensive retail. 32 ounces. That's a shampoo, shower gel, and a bubble bath, a multi-purpose type of body wash, a body care product, if you will. I see that they have those package and gift sets, Philosophy, at TJ Maxx, and that's half of the size is only shower gel, which means don't put that in your hair. But if it's a 32 ounce and you see it says shampoo, shower gel, and bubble bath, then it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Worth the cost. You would do better, especially around this time, because I think what Philosophy does, they tend to make the gift sets for around the holidays. They tend to do the scents around the holidays. Chocolate chip cookie, brown batter cookie, marshmallow fluff or marshmallow bars, crispy bars, all holiday-esque type of things. Reminds you of holiday comfort food. Um, Philosophy, if you listen, maybe you could do one after baked goods, peach cobbler, apple pie. Maybe they already have it. I haven't seen it. Best place to get Philosophy, department stores. Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I can't think of anywhere else. Definitely department stores. Definitely. That's for the more upscale. Department stores tend to have really upscale stuff that retail you would either you've never heard of it, or either you've heard of it but it's completely out of your price range, and that's fine. That's fine. I would say, if you want to give someone something upscale, just kind of get a feel for if they know about this brand pretty well, or maybe they like it, or they have always wanted to try it and they mention it in passing, or they mention it in conversation with you. That's great. Or if you know that their usage with the drugstore brands, Dove, Caress, Olay is great and is kind of semi upscale. Olay is already known for the skincare. They got that on lock, pretty much. Um, that's top tier What you want to do if you want to upgrade someone's personal care and you know they're into the drugstore stuff, then kind of breeze through the department stores. Now's the perfect time. A lot of times the prices are slashed in half, 50% off, 75%, or even lower than that. You will also see type of products like body sulfur that you don't normally see in the drugstores. I kid you not. I picked up a body sulfur from Philosophy from department store recently. I'm like, I smell like the gingerbread man whenever I put this on. It smells really good. The purpose of that is just to give them a more upscale experience, not be like, we and like like you got a whole stack of bills. Just it's a sense of just letting them know I value I value you so much, to whoever you're gifting this to, that I want to give you the gift of something a little bit more pricey, that they put a little bit more love into it. Now, this is kind of tricky because drugstore products, they put love into that too. There's some great products at a drugstore, body care products that are my staples. Dove's Pampering Vanilla, Warm Vanilla, the coconut butter and cocoa butter body wash from the same brand. Nearly all of Caress's brands. So you can attribute value for body care products as to, a brand or a specific price bracket. You feel me? You can't do that. Cause then you might miss out. Like I almost missed out on Liquid Gold, Caress's Shea Butter, and Evenly Gorgeous. See, I didn't put both names together by mistake. That, when I discovered that, I'm like, and that was in a trial size bottle. They made them about like maybe an ounce or half an ounce, and the bottles were shaped differently. And I'm thinking, I can't afford the larger size. But before I even knew and went in the stores that it was actually really affordable, more than I thought so. So that's just a perfect example of you can't attribute the brand of something like, oh, well, this costs more, it got more value. No, no. Out of all the products that I've tried, I have tried products from brands that are kind of more upscale. They worked okay, but the quality of a product I spent less for had much more quality. I mean, it worked so much better than a product I had spent maybe a weensy bit more for. So you really can't depend on it. You have to know the brand. You have to know the reputation, what they stand for. You also have to know the performance. Do they have a paper trail, which means what are people saying about it? Do they like it? Is it okay? Are they ranting and raving about it? Not hype. We need facts, solid statistics for things. Yeah. Now fragrances, that's different. That tends to cost a bit more. I am in this Facebook group that I will not name just yet, and I'm seeing perfumes from other countries and other. I've never seen it before, and a lot of the stuff you get on Amazon is really reasonable, and I'm seeing a lot of people sharing about it smells this way or that way. You want to get both sides of the coin. This is the season where the perfume collection's gonna be on deck. You hear me? Yara is one. It's in this cute pink bottle, and I've been taking a look at it. Um, Forgive me if I'm about to butcher this name of this one. I've been seeing it around YouTube, but I've not yet really gotten my hands wet into looking it up and what it's about in the notes yet. Baccarat Rouge 540. That's expensive. There's a lot of hype around it. Kaale, all the Kaale perfumes. I only want to try the vanilla 28, to be honest with you. I'm a gourmand girl at heart. All things gourmandish. And although I'm hearing a lot of hype about it, the best thing to do Here's another tip for hygiene shopping, a body care fragrance you want to implement or may want to implement, because all of these are suggestions. Fragrances specifically, body mist specifically. I'll get into how that applies soon. Fragrance mist specifically. Fragrance X, all those, and make sure that they sell authentic perfumes. If you want to look up notes, Fragrantica. That'll help you. That's a whole fragrance database. That's like, when I discovered that, it was just like heaven, heaven sent. And then also with fragrances, if you know someone, whoever you're gifting for, want to, they like this particular fragrance, but it costs you a guap, it costs you a stack, whatever term or not, that it costs you a couple Benjamins. You feel me? Um, it just makes you want to go on the hunt to find out what is the most expensive perfume in history. That'll be interesting. And see if there's a trial size, a travel size. There's a reason why all perfume makers, nearly all of them, make the half an ounce, 0.5, the 1 ounce. And there's a reason why it's not all full size, because everyone can afford the full size at first. That's the perfect time to try a trial size. Now, depending on the brand, I've seen Christian Dior. That's one of my favorites personally. Christian Dior has smaller sizes, but they're still costly. You'll see that too. So then you have to get creative from that point on. So a couple places I'm going to recommend, not sponsored, Sweet Essentials. You want to fall back to perfume oils. And this is where you're going to have to do your diligent and very thorough research. Perfume oils. Look for renditions and read. Pride yourself on reading lots of reviews about this before you purchase this, talking about gifting it to somebody. Okay? You want to make sure you're on point. I'm a person, but especially with blind buying fragrances, I got to make sure I'm reading every review I can find under a rock, over the rock, at the side of the rock, everywhere. Because what you don't want is to buy something, even sample size. This is a perfect example. I'm looking at it. This is Midnight Poison. The full size, 3.4 ounce in this gorgeous blue bottle from Christian Dior. Last time I saw a bottle of it, I went to buy authentic. $399. Do I have the coins for that? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So I'm just trying to help y'all get around that, save a coin, and still have the experience before you decide, okay, do I want the full bottle? That's what perfume oils that they make renditions of the more expensive is for. It's for you to give you a trial run of everything. Okay? It's also created for you to save your money. So if you don't like the perfume oil rendition and the perfume oil rendition or their trial size, whichever one you choose, if it's not up to par, if you don't like that experience, then that means you're saving yourself money, because by choice you don't have to buy the full size. And from the first time I tried this, using Midnight Poison as an example here from Sweet Essentials, once I tried it, I said, okay, I got to get that bottle for $3.99. That's something I'll have to put away for. So using this example for that, you feel me? And that's the best way to do it. I'm still saving money because this cost me $16.99. This is a 4 ounce. Not the bottle, but just look at the volume of everything. 4 ounces. That's the typical fragrance, full size for any fragrance, eau de parfum. That's typically what it is. That's considered full size. 4 ounces. You see 3.4 a lot, very, very often. 3.5, very, very often. I've only ever seen 5 ounce of an eau de parfum from Christian Dior. I don't know if anyone remembers J'adore. Very popular perfume in about, oh goodness, it was popular, 80s, 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know. And that's the largest size I've ever seen of any eau de parfum, period. There's also different levels of fragrances that I'm going to go over with you all because eau de parfum is the highest level. I'm trying to make sure that when you go ahead and go in those stores to buy your gifts, because I know there's a whole lot of last minute shoppers. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to make sure y'all are prepared and that you know what you're going to get, you know what you're going to buy to gift to someone. And so that way you can get quality for a fraction of the price. Or if you still have to spend a coin, you'll get the maximum amount of product for it. It's a win-win either way if you get one or the other. Now, if you get both, beautiful sight. I'm happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland. Let me see if I can find this. It's different levels of fragrances. Eau de parfum is the highest level. So that means concentration. You have the more of the scent, less of the alcohol content. Let me see if I can find it. It was literally a couple days ago. I found it from this same Facebook group. Now they talk about perfumes and fragrances and layering combinations and stuff. And I'm there mainly to learn about the fragrances. And I wind up like coming across fragrances that are in that have Arabic names. And I'm just like, they keep talking about this particular one smelling really, really good. I'm like, and see, when you have expensive taste like myself, you got to know how to still have the experience but not spend all your coins to get it. You still got to be and get quality, not it be watered down. Now watered down fragrances, that's a whole nother conversation. Where is the fragrance? It's like a chart, if you will. Trying to find this here. There we go. Okay. Fragrance concentration guide. So you can Google this. So this ain't nothing I own or any of my ideals. But the way I speak about it is a different terminology than this chart. Fragrance concentration guide. So the first level. Now, if I butcher these names, you can still look it up and read it along with me if you want to. All fresh. So that's Fraiche. So that's the lowest level of fragrance concentration. So we're going to put this here at the lowest level. It says here stimulating, bracing. So average amount of lasting time is approximately less than 2 hours. Now, if you don't like that, you're going to have to get a higher concentration of the fragrance. You follow me? Okay. Also means price is going to go up. Next level, and I rarely see this next level, and that's probably because that's on the men's side of things, but it's in the chart. We have eau de cologne. That's typically for men. You hear cologne associated with men. You hear perfume associated with women. That's how they design things. It says here refreshing, uplifting, lasting power. Pay attention. Approximately 2 to 3 hours scent duration. So that's what you're working with. If you know you're going to be all day out here with it, 2 to 3 hours plus eau de cologne is not for you. If you're not going to be out there too long, this might work for you. That's the second level here. We're at the second level. Next level, we see this pretty often, especially amongst the women's perfumes. Eau de toilette. Approximate scent duration for eau de toilette is 3 to 4 hours. So that could probably cover you for about half a day. Refreshing, balanced. So this is eau de toilette right here, right in the middle, right there. Next level, we're also familiar with this as well, especially in women's perfumes. Eau de parfum. I ask for that so much amongst Bath and Body Works scents. There's a handful of their scents that have eau de parfum, but that's it. Same thing with Victoria's Secret. Don't tell nobody. Anywho, eau de parfum, intense. That's what they're naming that level for the from the fragrance concentration guide. So we have here approximate scent duration is 4 to 5 hours, so a little over half your day. And I'm basing this off of maybe you're going to be a full day, 8 hours, like a job, or a full day, all day event. 4 to 5 hours is the approximate scent duration for eau de parfum. So eau de parfum is right here. Now I know at this point y'all wondering what's the next level. Parfum, not eau de parfum. There's a difference. Powerful, concentrated, approximate scent duration of parfum, not eau de parfum. Eau de parfum is here. Parfum is the highest level of potency that you will ever have of any fragrance. Parfum, 6 to 8 hours, approximate scent duration. Now, I didn't notice until I discovered the chart that that was the highest level. I thought that eau de parfum was the highest level. It's not. It's not. It's not. So, looking at this fragrance concentration guide, it's a godsend because as long as I've been going over stuff with you all in fragrances and saying that this should be eau de parfum, that's not even the highest level. Parfum is the highest level, which means that's going to come with a cost. Eau de parfum is already expensive, even if you get in a smaller size, travel size, half an ounce or 1 ounce, 1.4, 1.7. You see it a lot. Parfum is going to cost more. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea of what you can work with here. Another thing that you could do is start in January. And these are all suggestions because I want you to get the most out of your coin for whoever you're gifting for, even if that person is yourself. Okay. You can start in January and just put aside a certain amount of money towards the fragrance that by the time you get to this time of the year, you'll have enough to buy that parfum or eau de parfum, that full size and concentration of whatever fragrance they want or you want if it's you. It works. Now, in terms of, I said I was going to come back to this packaging. If it's not gifted already in a nice little neat package box, I love packaging. In fact, that's really, really important because it shows a lot of craftsmanship to me. In case you have to buy individual products, body care products, get the gift basket from one of the three stores, or you can do Walmart, Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, or Dollar General. Get a gift basket or get a box. What you can also do is get a cardboard box. Follow me, I'm going somewhere with this. Get the really nice, pristine, glittery, or in their favorite color wrapping paper. Wrap the box individually um, long before you even put the items in it. Wrap the outside of the box, the outer shell. Then on the inside, they have wrapping paper, or you see when you you know how when someone gifts you something, and then before you even get to what's it in the bottom of everything, like what's my gift, and they have this little crinkly paper of different colors. I don't know what that is called. Put that line the floor, the bottom of that box with it next after you wrap the outside with something their favorite color, glittery or very festive. So once you do that, sorry, I just saw some comments. It must be done hit the algorithm because I'm like, what in the world? Line the bottom of the box with that paper. It's not yet strong to wrap outside of the box, but it's specifically for decorative purposes. Line the bottom of the box with that. Then what you do is, according to size, put the tallest bottles of the products. So if that happens to be body washes, put that first at the back of the box, and you kind of layer it like looking at a choir. Because if you look at the choir, you look at how they set up choirs in churches. The taller people will tend to be at the back, or either it's the steps that they have, one, two, three, four, on to the lowest level of steps. And you want to do your body care products like that. You want to do your whatever your personal care gift set the same way. Body washes, body lotions tend to be some of the tallest bottles, compared to fragrance bottles tend to be a little bit shorter. So, just in case you don't know. So, we're going to use this. I'm trying to see if I could use something as an example. I'm This is the cardboard box. This is the back of it. Do all of your tall bottles first here. So all body washes, body creams, all that here. And right in front of it, fragrance mist, perfumes, um, body mousse, body lotions. They tend to be either at the same level or height as the body care bottles, body wash, or either just a tad bit shorter. Then fragrances in front of all those lotions, body mousse, fragrance mist, so forth. So perfume, lotion, anything shorter, body washes. Then way in the front, the last level, if you have enough, even if you have enough room in the box. If you don't, I'm gonna give you tips for how you can make it work for both. Body scrubs, Tree Hut, not Tree Hut, Dove body polishes. If you pick up, I saw a lot of this, so pick it up. Pick it up if you know the person you're gifting for likes this type of stuff. Pick it up. Body scrubs go there. Body butters, anything in a tub, body care wise, scrubs, body supples, body butters, body creams, whipped body mousse in there. Put that in front of or either underneath the fragrances so they're on the same level. Then you just have, using my fingers, body wash, lotion, and fragrance, perfumes, eau de parfum, body butters underneath the fragrances if there's no room. Then you take, and hopefully at this point you have enough of the wrapping paper left. Wrap that over the top of that and put bows on it to seal everything in. Unless you want to wrap the top first, then put the bows on the top. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to give you some game to help you. Then if you really want to give them a surprise, before you do all that and organize it according to size of bottles of everything, pick the best smelling thing that you think is the best smelling out of the box. Spritz the outside of the box after you've wrapped the wrapping paper on the outer shell, and then wrap up everything. That way they'll wonder, well, what is this in here? Or if they know what it is, they're gonna think it's the whole gift set, but it's gonna actually it's going to make them wonder. You feel me? That's also like a nice little addition to add to everything. Now, if you don't want to go the box route, I understand you. Nah, just I'm not going through all that boxing and okay, cool. I'm not mad at you. There's other ways. Get you a large bag. You have seen me hold up one of those blue bags in my empty videos probably several times. That's a gift bag. When I received it a gift. Okay. You could try that way. Now, you're going to have to change your placement of bottles because what you don't want, if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all feel free to share in the comments. There's nothing like a lotion blowout in your purse. Same thing about a gift bag. or fragrance blowout. That means you think the bottle is secure and the cap is on. Don't and then it wastes out, and then that kind of messes up the gift. Double check that either before the box option that I just went over or the gift bag option for packaging. Check those bottles. Every now and then I'm checking it, even when I'm doing inventory on my own stuff. This is good. What you don't want, quick demonstration. You don't want to, okay, that's not all the way. You want to make sure it's all the way. Because if it's just loose, then you go to pick it up, all of your good fragrance or whoever you gifting this to is wasted. Money going down the drain. That's the last thing you need. If you know you don't spend a coin for it and it's kind of expensive, maybe you got it on sale or a certain percentage off, you don't want that. Make sure everything is tight. Now, luckily for fragrances, the way they did, the way that they designed those bottles for fragrances, eau de parfum and so forth, you can't just do what I just did. You cannot do that with eau de parfum. They seal it in, and I think they should do that with bottles like this and so forth, because you just want to decrease the possibility of someone tampering with the fragrance, especially since any high upscale, more expensive, well-known brand, they get duplicated on the regular. There's lots of knockoffs of fragrances and all this other stuff, and they're not good. And sometimes they can be tainted. I'm giving y'all the game. Sometimes they're tainted with either a watered down fragrance or it's nowhere near what the fragrance is for a fraction of the price. They're trying to make their coins. It's up to you to do your due diligence to make sure you're getting the authentic 110% real thing. So I think you should just do your due diligence. Now, after you purchase it, you know it's authentic and everything. You've done your research. Still make sure the bottle is tightly sealed on. Perfumes, you don't pretty much don't have to worry about that. They're sealed on very, very heavy. They're sealed. I don't know what they do to seal them on. That's fine. I noticed that as well with oh, Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret. It used to be you could open those bottles and everything. Can't do that anymore. And I understand now, because you don't want something tampered with, because number one, you can't see that. A person can go and smell it really innocently, but then there's also a possibility of it getting tainted by someone else, or something crazy happens. And so after they make the product, they seal it in. You can't get it off. So once you use it up, that's it. That's it. It protects the product. So it's our safety, if you've ever wondered that. I was literally just thinking about that yesterday. Like, why do they do that where you can't unscrew the cap? That's why. I'd like to think that is why, the biggest reason. So for stuff that you can remove caps like that, please double check. Double check. Double check it. It's on. If I were to drop this, I still got the product in there. It's about this much in it. That moving line. Check that. This is for using the gift bag route. Take the largest bottles that are the tallest. You still want to work the same way, but you're going to lay the bottles down. What you're going to want to do is put that wrapping paper in there of different colors. Pack that at the bottom. Only because even though the gift bag that you get, where the large or small is maybe securely glued together and everything, you still want to provide a cushion for the products. So wrapping paper, whatever it is, it's like, it's not wrapping paper, but it's just what people stuff inside the gift bag. Really colorful to kind of cover up what they're gifting. Put that at the bottom of your bag if you're going the gift bag route. Then put the largest and tallest products, lay them on their side, only after you make sure they're securely tightened and closed and sealed. Then put another set of that paper on top of those. Then go with the fragrances. Now you're going to have to be careful with those because that's liquid lotion. Make sure those are tightened as well. Definitely make sure of that. Put those down, lay those down horizontally, not vertically, horizontally. Put paper on top of that. Perfumes. They're already sealed. Just make sure the cap is on, so you don't have it accidentally just spraying out throughout the whole bag. Unless you want to leave a surprise that when you hand it to them, that's the first thing they smell. Just give me, hey, just trying to get you some points. Some points here. Giving gifts. And then once you put the perfumes on top, auto perfume or anything, put the paper on top to seal the whole thing. Then any leftover paper you have, stuff down the sides. Make sure you like strategically cover everything. And then put a bow on the front and the back, or just somewhere on there. And you have your gift bag where you've securely packed everything. The bottles aren't rubbing all together. And especially if you got nothing but perfumes, or you got a couple perfumes in glass bottles. Anything in glass bottles, you want to create that level of the wrapping, gift wrapping, whatever paper, as to sandwich it in between each product so it's not rubbing together, because that can cause an issue too. Last thing you need is glass bottles rubbing together that has all these fine, smell good ingredients in it. You don't need that. Now you got your gift bag. Now, if you're doing both, you got the information, you got the tips for both. It works. I done went into all of that and just nearly forgot about my hair for a moment. That is that. I won't say that's all about hygiene shopping tips, but those are the basics, definitely. I'm pretty sure I got more. I got more coming. Brands. Brands that have gift sets often or nearly every holiday season. See, told you I had more. Caress. Now, I've not seen them maybe in 2020 have gift sets, but I have definitely seen them this time last year and seen it this year. So it must be something they're going to do on a regular basis. The gift sets you will see of Caress, Daily Silk. You will see either the combination of the following. So they have Caress gift sets in which they have the Daily Silk. You'll get 2 bottles of that. You also get a shower poof. Quick reminder, maximum 2 weeks using those before you switch those out, unless you want to go boxing with bacteria. Why do you say that? No question is a stupid question. I'm going to answer it for you because everybody don't know. That's fine. You want to switch out those shower loofahs that look really cute and very aesthetically pleasing. Switch those out every 2 weeks. And the reason why I'm going to give that reminder every time I either bring it up or see it in a store is just because I don't want you to have to see your dermatologist because of something you could have prevented. When you introduce, those things hold so much bacteria. Think about it this way. How else do you think that shower loofahs can hold so much of the product we put into it? Bar soap, that's direct contact. So you definitely have to switch that out. Or either body washes. How do you think they hold body washes and products so well when we bathe and shower with those things? They're made to hold product as well as bacteria. So no matter how thoroughly you clean them, and I'm speaking from experience, switch them out. Because if you don't, you might wind up having a rash or something like that. Max 2 weeks to keep it down. Now, if you don't feel like doing that or you feel like that's not cost effective, that's fine. Invest in some, and make sure that you invest into some very, very nice washcloths. Very nice. I have a set of washcloths today that I've had for about 2 years, probably closer to three, from City Trends. So that's kind of known as a department store too. That's another place where you could find pretty good Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret dupes. Again, check everything, make sure it smells similar. Or if you're going to buy a dupe of anything, I would say don't buy it to replace whatever a person has, or try to say I bought you this and this is what it is. Rather buy it as something to be they can layer with, complimentary. You feel me? Because the last thing you want to do is say you bought this and then it's not the actual thing. And they could be well versed in fragrances, like myself, and I'm still learning. So I don't even consider myself to be an expert. I'm still learning and sharing as I go with y'all, like I'm doing now. You want to purchase dupes if that's what you're going to go for, as something complimentary. So if it's similar or it's made to smell like the real thing, get it as a complimentary type of gift. Just putting that out there. But back to Caress. They have that. They have the Evenly Gorgeous gift set. They also have it with the it came out first as an exclusive from where you can only get it at Family Dollar. So if Family Dollar was not in your town and or state or area, you were not going to get it. The Caress cocoa butter and oat milk. I have tried that. It is nice. Very, very nice. It does not smell like pure chocolate. It smells like oat milk with hints of chocolate. So do with that information however it helps you. And Crest has another gift set with that body wash and shea butter and brown sugar, the liquid gold. And then another shower loofah, including the bar of soap of the Crest liquid gold, the shea butter and brown sugar. So you're getting a whole set of the whole experience plus a variation of something else. So I'm seeing lots of that. Burt's Bees has gift sets, but they're mainly focused on lips or something tinted balm. Ooh, I used to see makeup gift sets in another place that's great for gift sets and very cost effective, and you will tend to see a whole lot more of brand names. Big Lots. A lot of people they overlook Big Lots. It's very underrated. I've gotten a lot of high end stuff there too. So in a way, they're kind of a department store, if you will. I've seen makeup gift sets there from brands like CoverGirl. Um, I can't even name everything. I've seen a whole lot of Dr. Teal's, a whole lot of it. Nearly the whole collection of the sleep melatonin stuff. I still got some of that stuff to today that I picked up from Big Lots. They have lots of gift sets this time of year. And I see them a whole lot more in Big Lots. Even not during the holiday season, I've seen lots of like little gift sets of stuff. And I feel like they carry a lot more of that stuff where you could put together a whole personal care, um, a care package, if you will, more than any other store I've ever been in so far. I've yet to see it. Walmart might have little sets and stuff like that, but they wait until the holidays. You feel me? So does Target and all these other department stores. But Big Lots tends to be real heavy on that stuff, where they have whole gift sets for things. Big Lots also has some gourmet food. I'm just throwing that out there. That's a whole nother talk we can have. And I mean, if you want to mix the two, a separate basket, and you know this person loves gourmet food, it works. It works. Might not consider it, but flea markets. I'm gonna give you some guidelines for that too. Because this is where I really started to learn about the makeup stuff and then eventually everything else. So for flea markets, that's going to tend to be things discontinued from the stores. The stores allowed them to have it, or either they sold it to them from wholesale. It's typically going to be, I'm going off of my experience, so your area might be different. Now they'll typically go and they'll package those, and they're in boxes. That's typically how the stores do them. They're in boxes, and that's something you'll have to go through. I'm not saying purchase a whole box wholesale unless you're trying to start a business like that, because there's places for that too. But it's typically you're going to have to go digging for treasure, if you will, and there are going to be lots of products stacked in there. Please forgive the background sound. They do that at the oddest times. So, does it have to be now? Anywho, so what you're going to do, flea markets, they have some nice stuff there. You're just going to have to do your due diligence. Check the expiration dates first. Body care is a little bit different. Food is so much easier, like the packaged food and stuff, because you can literally kind of look for it or something like that, or visibly see the box is kind of like tainted, damaged, dented. Body care is a whole different ballgame. I need something to give y'all a perfect example too. This is perfect. Now, this is an emptied out Tree Hut Desert Haze, and I have my deep conditioner in here that I'm going to use tonight. This bottle says 12M, and it's a picture of a little canister that kind of looks like what this canister is. Typically at the bottom right there. 12M, 12 months. So that's 12 months from when you open this bottle of anything that they say, okay, 12 months from now, you have to use it. That's how you have to go looking if you're going to go to the flea market. Now, that's with any place really, because stores might have close to outdated stuff before they eventually, ship it out or send it to other department stores where it's marked down. Flea markets, you're still going to have to learn. You're going to have to look and learn. Both. Start looking for those expiration dates that look like that. 12M, 6M, 38M, 24 months, 2 years. And then if it looks like, okay, well, if it looks open, that's the next thing you got to look for. If you're at a flea market, looking at body care products. If it looks brand new, it's pristine, you don't see any dried up product on the outside, doesn't appear to have been open, you can look inside the bottle. For the most part, sellers should be okay with that, because they want you to examine everything. Don't go using it, because then they're going to kick you out. Then open the bottle, smell it. If anything smells foul, close the bottle back. Don't buy it. I'm telling you from experience. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't take a chance, because chances are it's been squeezed out, or either you don't know the manufacturer date on a product, and then you're taking a chance. There are some bottles, and I can't say which because I haven't gotten that far yet. There's some bottles in which it'll say manufacturer batch code, where you'll be able to see the year it was manufactured. And if it's been more than a year that it's been manufactured, even if it smells great, put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back. And with makeup, you will see that visibly. With makeup, you'll see that. Now, if you check the expiration date and it's all good, you check the manufacturer batch code, whatever they call it, and it's been manufactured at a date that's less than 12 months, which means the product is still good. And the expiration date only starts after you open the bottle and specifically start using it. That's when that clock starts ticking. If that's good, it passed those first two tests. It doesn't appear to be bent up. It has all the product in it. It hasn't been squeezed out. Passed the third test. It's not appearing dried up or anything like or product on the outside. It passed that test. Or maybe it has it on there, but because there's another bottle next to it in the same box, you can wipe that off with a wipe. You'll be fine. If it passed all those four tests, you can go ahead and buy it. You can go ahead and buy it. Because a lot of times the products depends on when the seller gets it will be when you get the brand new stuff. And you could tell if you implement those four steps, those four criteria, everything, you'll be able to tell if something's been sitting there or not. It hasn't been selling as much. You feel me? Now I've already gone over I've already gone over storage tips for hygiene products. We've gone over organizing the gift bags. We've gone over shopping by brand. We've gotten over, we've gone over, sorry, we've gone over getting to know the person you're gifting for. For yourself is easier because you know what you like. Gifting for someone else, that's an art and a skill, and you have to know what they like and what their tastes are and everything like that. Because not everybody likes smelling like fragrances that one person could say this smell like an old lady. Another person smell the same thing. They're like, oh, this is still modern. So it shows you the difference within people and what their tastes are like. Well, that all being said, until I can think of something else, have y'all been groceries? Well, Lord, have y'all been Christmas shopping yet, or are you a last minute Christmas shopper? And there's no shame in it. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes it depends on when you can gather up the funds to do so. And that's fine as well because you can't work with what you can't control. We can only focus on what you can control. Work with that, including your timing as well as your finances. And I think for this year, Christmas, it definitely feels different. I just got into the Christmas spirit about what, a couple days ago? And for me, it was just like a realization of how is it December already? Like, what? It was just Thanksgiving. And tell you one thing about self care during the winter: get a good moisturizer, get a good mask, not only for your face and skin, for everything else too. Foot mask, moisturizing. It will do wonders and change the texture of your skin to be as smooth as a baby's bottom. I kid you not. Be quiet for a little bit just because I'm trying to focus on detangling, taking these twists out. Mm. I was thinking that today I'm like, I'm going to get these out quick, fast, and in her. And then look at me. Look at me. But I'd rather retain all my length because I got a lot of new growth. think what I'm going to do is, because I know I have some more hygiene shopping, body care shopping tips for you. So that way you can help upgrade someone's shower routine or add to it hygiene routine, body care collection, hygiene collection, and just overall as a thank you or to let them know that they're valued in that way. So after I finish taking this down, we can come back. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all next time. This has been self care maintenance, deep conditioning, hygiene shopping tips. I'm coming back for more.